Hello everybody and welcome back to All the Mods 10 to the Sky. This is episode 16. If you haven't seen the other episodes, check them out on my channel. If you do like the video, you can like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that bell to get notified the next time I upload. We are almost to the end of this mod pack. I don't know how much longer we have in it, but once I build the ATM star, we are done. If you have any recommendations on what I should play next, go ahead and drop those in the comments. I'm looking for more mod packs like this with the automation and machinery. I really prefer Skyblocks, but my main requirement is a quest book. I like to have an idea of what my end goal is in the mod pack. If you have any recommendations, go ahead and leave them down below. Thank you. Today, we're going to do a couple things. I want to continue building towards the ATM star. I did do a little bit of changes between videos. I added a netherite utility vest and reinforced night vision goggles. These will break, so I don't know how much longer I'm actually going to hold on to them, but they gave me +4 armor. I didn't know if that would help. And I finished gem slotting all of my armor. So I now have a perfect gem of the royal family in my helmet. I added magic damage reduction to my chest plate. I haven't put anything in my pants yet because I haven't found any good gems. And I put 70% boost to speed and a +5 boost to my luck on my boots. The netherite utility vest just gives me, if I can remember what button it's tracked to. I think it's this one? Yeah, so it just gives me an additional inventory space. I don't really need anything from it. I did figure out how the dragon egg extractor works, because it wasn't working, and it's because the extractor has to be upside down, and the dragon egg on top, because it is flat on the bottom and round on top. It's a stupid idea, but that is the way that it works. So I am generating dragon eggs. I don't really need them for anything. I need one for the dragon soul. And that's about it. Oh, yes, I do need them to get to the Draconic, to get to the Chaotic Fusion Crafting. That's why I automated them. And then I automated Dragon's Breath in the exact same way with the dragon head on top and getting Dragon's Breath. And the reason I did that is because Dragon's Breath activates the hive that I put down in the end last time to get the bee. And I did get the bee. I got 3 of the bees. They are aggressive, so if I get close, they come at me. I made their little bin out of ethereal glass that I can pass through, but they can't. I have a feeding slab with 3 dragon eggs and an advanced nest for them. And I didn't know how I was going to get the advanced nest, to be honest, because the way to get it is, doesn't matter which one I click, with a beehive and 2 honeycomb. And I didn't have any honeycomb. And the beehive takes 3. So I had no idea how I was supposed to get the beehive, because I need honey to even start this quest line to get more honeycomb. And the way that I did it is over in Mechanism. The quest for the Combiner, somewhere right here. The quest for the Combiner gave me 6 honeycomb. So I turned that honeycomb into a beehive, and then that beehive into an advanced beehive. I did a little bit of AFKing as well, to get those bees to automate a little bit and to start automating polonium. I upped my burn limit to 4 millibuckets per tick. That is the maximum I can actually keep up with my water. I had to add in a bunch of layers of this to get to the point that the water wasn't draining, which took a little bit to figure out. This can go much higher because it's generating like 6 millibuckets a tick, 6 to 8 millibuckets a tick, something like that. But the reason that I need so many polonium pellets is I did the math to figure out how many ingredients I would need to build my SPS that I need for antimatter. And I need 72 plutonium, 291 polonium, and 288 HDPE sheets. And I already have all of the steel and glass I need from when I mass produced those. So I need to re-put out all of my HDPE generation and automate it. So I need it to automatically take in and create biomass and then output HDPE sheets. So I need to see if I have all of those machines still. Mechanism, from when I crafted them all. I don't think I will, to be honest, because I think I destroyed them or used them in crafting. I need the 2 pressurized reaction chambers. And I need the rotary condensator. And then I need an enrichment chamber, but I used that to craft something, and I don't remember what it was. So the enrichment chamber we'll just go ahead and craft up. And then we will just double check that I'm making this right. I need HDPE pellets. So pressurized reaction chamber, oxygen, and liquid ethene. Liquid ethene is in the condensator from ethene, and ethene is from biomass, hydrogen, and water, so I do need the electrolytic separator as well. Scroll down, and I should have another one. Yeah, electrolytic separator, and then I'll need a sink. I don't have any in my system because I used all of them to add more to the reactor. So right over here, I added a bunch more sinks to have more throughput so that there were more points of drawing out. So there is a lot of them over here. So let me grab more water. I am still getting used to the speed. It doesn't help that my jetpack is at 100%, which is way too fast, just in general. And then I need mechanical pipes. I shouldn't have any. Yeah, I don't. Mechanical pipes. I have enough for 8, and that should be fine. So let's rebuild this just right here. It'll be ugly, but it'll be fine. This will be a pressurized reaction chamber. Nope, this has hydrogen and water in it. This one has oxygen and ethene. Okay. So this one... Oh, I need pressurized tubes as well. Do I have any of those? I do! Fantastic. Okay. So, pressurized tube will be from side and side. Liquid ethene comes from the rotary condensator. And then that will be piping in... Although it's fluid ethene, so I think I need the fluid pipe here. But I guess we can try the pressurized tube. And this will come out of this. And then this will come from the electrolytic separator, which will actually be right here. Let me place it down a little better. This is the front. Which side is everything set to? Chemicals. The front is output 2, which is the oxygen, which is correct. This needs to be set from the back to be an input. Okay. And then this will be output here, which will pump hydrogen. And then the front needs to be an output of chemicals. Okay. Do I have my configurator on me? No. Okay, let me grab my configurator. Config. There we are. Okay. So, this will pump in there, pump in there, pump in there, pump in there. So this doesn't need to be here. Let me grab basic logistic pipes. Basic logistical transporter. And that will be here across to here. And then the top here will be item output, eject on. And we will set that to pull. And then it will go in here. And the top will be set to input. Yeah, items config. Okay. This will be set to condensating. And then the sink, the basic mechanical pipe, will be sent into here to electrolytically separate. And then I need a basic logistical transporter to pull from the front. Front should be output. Yes. And then go in here, and back should be input. Okay, and then front will be output, and I need a chest. Regular Minecraft chest should be good enough. Okay, and then front, output. Right would be normally output, but front is fine. Okay, now I just need to run cables really, really badly and connect all these up. Because we need the back of this guy, the back of this guy, the side of this guy, and the top of this guy. So we will just run this through like this. And then right here will be cable. Okay, now we are missing just one thing, and that is a crusher. So I need a crusher to turn into biomass, or biofuel. And I need to figure out what would be the best thing to turn into biofuel. So we could do kelp. That would produce 2. Let's see. Pumpkins produce 6. That's pretty good. But let's see. Bamboo produces 2 and is grown really fast. Wheat produces 2. What about wheat seeds? That would be up near the front. This is mushrooms. This is any seeds. So if we set up... I don't need these right now. So if I grab these and these 2 hoppers, if we get a crusher, I need 2 buckets of lava, which means I need 2 buckets. I don't have any buckets, I've turned them all into mechanical pipes. And then I just grab 2 buckets of lava, and then we make the crusher. Then we set it right here. Logistical transporter. Side of this will be set to input, and the side of this will be set to output. Great, fantastic. Auto eject on. And then this side is set to input, and if I just throw 2 hopping botany pots down, and I don't need any of these seeds anymore, so if we use prudentium seeds, or soil, sorry, that increases the drop chance. And then in here, we grab seeds. I'm gonna guess the one that I have the least of is probably the best. Yield low. Nope. Yield medium. Yield low, resistance low. Yield medium, low, low, low. Medium, medium, low, low. Sure, we'll just grab those, I guess. These are low, low, low. Low, medium, low. Low, low, none, low. Low, low, none, low. Mutability of high. I don't need a high mutability. I need growth speed and yield. That's the one I just grabbed. Low, medium, none, none. And then the one I have the most of is low, low. Okay. We will use these to have high yield. Well, medium yield, but that's fine. And that will produce wheat and wheat seeds, which can all go in the crusher. Once it goes through, I can use these saplings as an example. They'll go in here, it'll go into the crusher, which is not hooked up to power because nothing is, because I forgot the flux point. Flux point, okay. And we're just gonna slap that right here. Okay, everything is powered now. This will turn into biofuel, which will go in here. With hydrogen and water. Two of them turns into a substrate. That substrate should go over here. Yep, really slowly, but it'll go over here, turn into HDPE, and that will sit in here until I have 3 HDPE, in which case it'll turn into an HDPE sheet. Okay, I have now automated HDPE. This is turning ethene into liquid ethene. And it is exactly as I thought. I cannot use the pressurized tube. I do have to use the mechanical pipe. Now it is pulling out liquid ethene, putting it in here, turning the substrate. Okay, now this is a fully contained automated system. And that yield produced like 12 wheat seeds, which is good. Now I just need to speed and energy upgrade that crusher. Energy upgrade. I don't have any. That is okay. Energy upgrade from mechanism. I just need 8. And then speed upgrades. I can also use 8. So, bam, bam. We are going to speed upgrade this enrichment chamber and then make 8 more energy upgrades. Because this enrichment chamber is also brand new, so now it's fully upgraded. The rest of these probably also have no upgrades in it. Yes. So let me make just a bunch of energy and speed upgrades. Okay, I might need to make more steel because now I'm turning my steel into upgrades instead of the SPS. Which is fine, it's not that big of a deal. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we'll do the same thing on the important machines, which I guess is all of them. So now my power should be holding, but everything should be moving much faster, except the growth rate of these. Can I turn fish seeds? No. Unfortunate. I can't use these seeds. I do have a bunch of oak logs, but that'll turn into sawdust. But I do have a bunch of wheat seeds I can throw in temporarily, and a bunch of saplings. So for now, we'll use the saplings and wait for a stockpile of wheat and seeds to build up. This will... Yes. Substrate, liquid ethene. Turning into HDPE. Turning into HDPE sheets. Alright, fantastic. Okay, we've got just a little less than 2 stacks left to go of the polonium, which is good. Let's see if the bees are back. They're back in their cage, so that means I can access it. The reason I upgraded to advanced is it's all stored in here. I can see the bees. I did get 3, and I could get honey out if I wanted, but I don't really need it. Oop. I don't want to be in there because they will poison me, and if they hit me enough times, they will die. I have the powered centrifuge here. It takes a hot minute, and it most of the time gives me wax. But what I am looking for is Draconic dust. Draconic dust turns into Draconic chunks, which turns into the inactive dragon egg. I need 8 Draconic chunks. So I need 72 Draconic dust. And I think I have, like, 6. It is not a very fruitful endeavor. Yeah, I've got 7 of them. So, the next thing I wanted to do is I want to start upgrading everything with the Draconic Fusion Crafter Injectors. Which means that I need diamonds, wyvern cores, and awakened draconium blocks. Now, awakened draconium is also made in the Fusion Crafter. 4 draconium blocks turns into 4 awakened draconium blocks. I need 13 blocks. So that means that I need, oh, what is it? Not 3 crafts, but 4. And I think I have 1 draconium block already. Nope, we've already used it to craft something. I don't know. But it is no longer here. But I swear I had an awakened draconium block, and now I do not. But I do have the... Oh no, I have the dragon heart, not the awakened draconium. I'm just going crazy. So, I need 4 crafts of awakened draconium. I have 1 of the hearts already, but I need to kill the ender dragon to get it. So, I need ender crystals. What are they called? Is it just the end crystal, not ender crystal? Yes, end crystal. I need a bunch of these. 20 is more than enough. Now I just need to remember how to summon the Ender Dragon. But while we are killing the Ender Dragon, I do need to make the model framework for the Ender Dragon, because that is one of my last few data models. So I need my deep learner, and we will need to kill the Ender Dragon a couple of times. Which is fine. I'm incredibly powerful against the weak mobs such as this. So, I believe I just put an end crystal onto each side of this, and it will summon the Ender Dragon. And it looks like I was right. Fantastic. Let me mute the Ender Dragon. We're gonna mute the dragon's death. We're gonna okay. Now I need to go all the way up here and right-click the dragon. Okay, I've got the Ender Dragon framework. We'll throw that in my deep learner, and then we will shoot the dragon. Well, I don't think I need to hit the crystals because I deal so much damage. Let me just smack it with my sword. It's perching. Fantastic. Come on. Let me hit you. Its hitbox sucks so much. I forget that every time. It's supposed to be tracking. Does it only work on regular arrows? Yes, so my tracking only works on regular arrows, not my arrows of harming, which kind of sucks, but is fine, you know, whatever. Okay. It's dead again. Egg spawns in, but I don't need the egg. Stay. And I'm getting the miniature green hearts. These are helpful for the heart containers that I will be crafting. Because I want as many hearts as I can possibly get, and I have, since I irradiated my world, I have banned myself from using shields. So I can't get the health boost from an Apotheosis shield. So, I need to get it from the heart bauble. The heart amulet, bobbly heart canister. So I need a bunch of these miniature green hearts, and then, because I think I have 2 or 3, which means I need like 7 or 8, but then I need 10 more. So that'll be fun. It might be easier if I break all the crystals first. What also might be easier is if I drop my difficulty down so that it deals less damage to me and has less health. Let's see. I deal a little more damage to it, but not by much. Okay, arrows. Now I can arrow spam because it's not just healing all my arrow damage. Fly in and smack it to death. Come on, Betty. Has to be a female dragon because it has an egg. But is such a pain that sometimes I wonder if it has to be a guy. You know, doesn't want to cooperate, aggressive. Sounds like a man to me. Don't take that out of context. Yeah. That is 2 dragons. It double spawned the egg. Oh, quadruple spawned. I have 4 dragon eggs now. That's fantastic. Okay, so 1 more and that'll be enough of the dragon hearts. But I'm gonna do it 4 times, ow, to see how many, I mean 5 times. Maybe just 4, to see how many of the green hearts I can get. I can't just, like, cheat it and preemptively break these, apparently, which is fine. I'll just wait for the dragon, I guess. Dragon spawned. And the way that I can tell the dragon spawned is because my night vision activates. Which is weird, but it doesn't activate and make the end look all weird until the dragon is here. Alrighty. Break all of the crystals real quick, and then shoot the dragon. And today we might go see if I can take on the Chaos Dragon as I am. I doubt I can, but I kind of want to test it. I will need to slash back and then slash home to... because I'm probably going to die. Oh, I forget that I can't slowly fall down while holding my bow, because that causes me to open its crafting. Or not crafting, its menu. I might be able to take this one out with just my bow. Drop all stuff on the ground this time, because I wasn't up close. That's 3 eggs. Alrighty. Okay. Yay, 6 eggs. So we will do 1 more, maybe 2 more. This does take a while, so I don't really want to sit here doing this forever. The hardest part is just waiting for the dragon to spawn in. And again. Move out of the way so I can break the crystal. Thank you. Now my arrows are going to try and chase down Endermen that can't be hit with arrows. Alrighty. I wish it would count these as entities. They normally are entities. Or no, they're not entities, but they can actually sit on top of entities. I forget about that. So you can set them on... If you're using commands, you can put them on experience orbs, bats, anything like that. So the most terrifying would be a charged creeper. Charged creeper just running at you, full speed with a end crystal on its head. Drop on him down, fly over, grab the heart. Okay. You know what? Yeah, let's do it one more time. Just so that I have that extra dragon heart. Dragon heart? Yeah, dragon heart. Because Awakened Draconium is used for more than just crafting the wyvern, or the draconic core. I can make Awakened Draconium seeds, but that means I need to farm back up to Insanium. And I am not doing that. But yeah, I need the actual ingots for some of the crafts I need for the ATM. Alrighty. But this is the last time I have prepared. I might do some more off-stream to get enough for the ATM star stuff. Just so that you don't have to sit here, watch me kill the dragon a bunch of times. Like, it's not that interesting of a fight, and I don't really have a way of making it interesting. I could do it without my armor on, but I'm pretty sure I'd just die. I could do it without my bow, but then my sword would have to do it all. I could do it without my jetpack and just my sword. Like, that is a possibility, but it just... I don't think that would be fun. And the heart. Boom. Alrighty, 5 dragon hearts. And I also got a stack upgrade and a feeding upgrade for my backpack so that I can just put baked potatoes in here and not have to worry about it ever again. There we go. 10 dragon eggs stacked weirdly. We will go back home. Take a look at this. 180. We're about half of the way there. 83. Nowhere close. I didn't think it would be close, but would have liked to have been farther along. This is extremely slow. But it's fine. It's not like I have anything that I need to have done. So let's throw all this stuff in here. We'll see how many of the green heart baubles I can make. We're short on yellow heart containers because we're short on yellow hearts. Oh, what drops? The wither drops the yellow hearts. Ooh. I can make melted ones. I might have to. So the melted ones... and then I come back over here. Make sure I don't grab all the stuff that's probably sitting on the ground in there. And I grab more of these miniature red hearts. That's fine, we'll sort that later. And then I'll melt down another bunch. And then I just throw them in here, surrounding a heart. That gets miniature red heart. No, I'm thinking of it wrong. It's that. You make the melted yellow, throw the melted yellow around a heart, and you get the miniature yellow heart. Fantastic. We are going to melt down the rest of these just to see how many yellows I can make. I think 2 more. Looks like it. Alright. It's made into... If I make one... No, that wouldn't work. Okay. But that now allows me to make miniature yellow canisters, which makes me allowed to make green canisters. And then we take off my heart amulet, and it hurts me. Throw these in there. I'm up to 5. So 5 more of those, and we're done. I have 3, in theory 4. And then I definitely have enough miniature blue hearts, because I'll need 10 after that. Okay. So, let's start making the Awakened Draconium. I need Draconium blocks. I need the Draconium cores, Dragon hearts. I need a lot of Draconium cores. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 per craft. I'm doing 4 crafts. I do have enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 4 crafts. And then 16 blocks. Throw those in there. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And the dragon hearts. Craft. Hopefully this goes faster. I don't think it will. No, it's just as slow as always. Fusion crafting always takes forever. I have the Ender Dragon data model. Set this to craft again. We will throw the Ender Dragon data model in here, and we will see how long that takes. This is taking too long, in my opinion, so I'm actually going to change what I want to do for this. I am going to do something that I don't really want to, but I will do it. I'm going to grab all of these seeds. I don't really care which seed they are. And we are going to replace all of these. We're going to take the fish seeds out and put the wheat seeds in. Because I want to mass produce wheat seeds and wheat, theoretically, but the wheat seeds are actually more productive. Because I get a lot more of them per seed growth, which means I get a lot more biofuel. So we will go through here and rip out the seed from the ground and put my own back in. I mean, technically they're all my seeds. Gross. But we will seed the earth and grow some wheat so that I can start making biomass. Throw that back in there. Hopefully 28 rows of these seeds is good enough. I missed one. You can tell by its growth pattern. There we go. Yeah, and I'm already getting wheat seeds and wheat. So this is doing exactly what I wanted it to, which means I need a pipe and an advanced pipe upgrade. So we will extract from this guy, throw in the advanced pipe upgrade. I want wheat seeds without any NBT data, because I don't care about its abilities. Submit. and wheat, and that's it. And then all of that will come all the way over here and be pumped in here. We will throw the rest in here. And now that will grow, and now this is a fully automated quick process. It's doing biofuel to substrate. Substrate's going over here and immediately being processed into HDPE pellets. Those are immediately being processed into HDPE sheets. Fantastic. Okay, not quite nighttime. We have just about a stack and a half left. We'll come back over here and have it do Awakened Draconium again. And then we will start working on crafting these up. So I should grab all of that. I need 2 wyvern cores per. I need 13, so I need 26 wyvern cores. 52 diamonds. That's not difficult. Diamonds. 52 diamonds, and then I need wyvern cores. That gets me 1. That's 33, which is fine. Having an overabundance is better than not having enough. Did I do my math wrong? 13 times 4? 2652? Huh. Oh, it pulled a diamond from my inventory, that's why. Jeez. Thought I was going crazy. I was like, I swear I was good at math at one point. I can do math in my head. Sometimes. Okay. Don't need all these fish seeds in my inventory. Don't need that, or that, or that, or that, or that. That. Technically, I don't need the shovel either, but I'm just letting it sit here. Okay. So, draconium block, diamond, 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 wyvern core, and I will mine all of the other ones up and start the craft on those. Turn my magnet on. And then we just throw them in here and hit craft. It's going to take forever, so we will sleep. Alrighty. We will check on... Well, we're just going to jump between a bunch of stuff just to see if... Just to pass time, really. Yes, that technically completes the quest line, but I still want to get these 5. So I need drowned spawn eggs, which doesn't spawn in. And I can't get them. Can I get zombie spawn eggs? From the charm fragments, so yes. Because I can get a lot of charm fragments. Eggs I can get from chicken essence, so let me throw my chicken back on here. I know I have it. There it is. I made a cod one, and I threw it in there for way too long, so I have 221 cod prediction, which doesn't get me pretty much anything. It gets me cod and bone meal, which I already have an infinite amount of. So we will do the chicken essence, because my chicken is advanced, because I've made a bunch of feathers. We'll come back over here, set it to craft the next one. Once I get a chicken essence, Come on. I failed to kill a chicken, apparently. That's okay. I know I have a chicken at least over here. We will go ahead and kill everything that's not a chicken. So there's a higher chance of this grass spawning in more stuff. I am sorry, little ones. Okay. And egg. Nope, no chicken. Okay, this is fine. I should have a chicken essence in here now. Oh, can I not get eggs from my chicken predictions? Dang, I thought I could. Apparently not, just from chicken essence. I don't want to make another farm for chicken seeds. I guess I'll take the chicken out of here. It wouldn't be hard to make a chicken essence seed. I just need this soul extractor with 4 soul jars and then all the feathers and raw chicken I can get my grubby little hands on. Okay. So, that sucks, but I don't need a lot of eggs. How many eggs do I have in my system? 46? That's probably enough. I already have 6 zombie spawn eggs. Great. That is all I need. So the zombie spawn eggs, let me grab another model framework. Because all I need to make a zombie into a drowned is a very, very simple contraption. I need a slab. Sure, we'll do mud brick slab. So, all I need is to go like this. Put the mud brick slab right there. Dig a little hole right here. And then build this up. No, not there. And then right there. Just tall enough so a zombie can stand in it. And then, before we seal her up, I don't have one on me, which means I'll need to grab one. I need a bucket. Just one bucket. And then right up here, we will put the water, and then that, and then we will spawn a zombie in there. Because all that needs to happen for a zombie to turn into a drowned is for it to drown. So it being in 2 blocks of water should be enough. I do need my deep learner again. Set that back to craft again. Okay, it should be turning soon. Because it's starting to do that little shake. Yep, drowned. Okay, throw the drowned data model in there, and then kill it. Great. And then we'll throw another zombie in there and wait. Oh, it got me a copper ingot. That is the only way to get copper in a regular, like, server skyblock, is to kill drowned. It did spawn an evil spirit. I don't know, like, what this is used for. It's the soul binding crystal, so I assume it's soul bound. Yeah, it soul binds it. Which is great. But I don't really need anything else soulbound. Everything I need soulbound, I already have soulbound. Great. Drowns have 48 hit points? That's a lot. That is like too much. I forget that I have eggs from capturing. So I have Starbuncle eggs, Drigme eggs, Zombie Villager. I have the Trader Llama spawn egg, Snow Golem, Magma Cube, Blaze, Fox, Squid, Rabbit, Mushroom. Technically, the Rabbit, Squid, and Mushroom and Fox I got from the Trader. I also have Bumblebee spawn eggs, but I don't need them, so I don't use them. But I get eggs from here. So that's how I got some of my data models. And it's turned into a drowned and dead. Okay. And then we break all this down, pick back up the water and that block, and we're just gonna fill in that hole there. It's gonna look really awkward and ugly, but it's fine. Okay, grab the drowned data model and put it in here. And now we wait. Wow, that is a lot faster. That is that is almost all the HDPE I need. I am glad I switched over to using this. It's now just using wheat seeds. The wheat is still building up. Okay. That is what I like to see. That is all the HDPE I will need. I'm going to leave it going, though, because I'm sure there are other uses for HDPE that I might need. Because I need it for the SPS. But I might upgrade to the mecha suit. Even though my unobtainium has better armor, these can be upgraded in the modification station with these units. So yeah, I might upgrade eventually to the mecha suit. It's pretty much the only suit that would be better than my unobtainium. I still haven't researched this radioactive chemical one. I should do that. Just look into it, see if there's enough enough in it that I can transport via other stuff. Let me just double check I'm not draining my power doing this. I'm not. Fantastic. That's what you like to see. It's probably about time that I restock in here, though. Oh, no. Got 1,000 buckets of uranium oxide. That's the only thing that could run out. We are good. We are A-okay. Okay. Now, these are all upgraded, which means it's time to do not single item mode, just give me the diamonds back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, not there. Why would I want it there? There. And then there. And then I want the items out of that, put it in that. Then we'll do another 6. And we'll do Draconium block. And then diamond, diamond, diamond. And craft. Okay, so it is faster with the higher level fusion crafters. For a little bit I thought it wasn't, and it was just like a waste of my time, except that I needed specific tiers. Okay, that's 10 more Draconic dust. Okay, okay, okay. Let me take the drowned off here. I can also do the gassed one today. That one's just a little annoying. Ooh, the drowned predictions can get you copper, rotten flesh, or nautilus shells. Do Do I need Nautilus shells? To get a Heart of the Sea? I feel like I needed a Heart of the Sea for something. I just can't remember what. The Heart Forged Sea Shelf. That's what it was. That could be useful. I just need the one. Alrighty. I think I can make the... Yeah, Heart of the Sea. Heart Forged Sea Shelf. Let me slap that on over here. Do I have anything on me that I can enchant right now? No. Not really. That's okay. Although, now that I've got this figured out, I can upgrade it. So currently it's 7 to looting, poison 2, speed, armor shred, arrow damage. This would be levitation, slowness 9, arrow velocity, crit chance, speed, arrow damage. I don't like the levitation. I don't want my enemies floating up into the air. Velocity, crit damage, luck, and draw speed. My arrow deals magic damage, inflict poison, and slowness. Mob drops will teleport to you. I don't need that. Inflict levitation, no. The best would be this one. I'm gonna grab some reforging. Not red, tablet? What are they called? I cannot remember. I feel like an idiot. Use of arcane sands. What are they called? Slate. Sigil of withdrawal, sigil of malice. I need reforge. Rebirth. That's what it was. Okay, so let's do sigil of rebirth. Do this one. I need enchantment levels. I guess I do. I forget that I died from radiation. So I don't have any of those levels that I had. My 200 and something levels. I unfortunately do not have. Let me just take care of this over here. And then throw all that junk that I have floating around my feet down. Creeper head, slime pearl, skeleton skull, glowstone, and burrow. None of this has any use to me at the moment, so I'm just gonna throw it out. I didn't mean to throw out those hearts. Those do have a use to me. Jeez, how many things did I pick up? Oh, it's because of apotheosis and my looting upgrades. I might take my looting upgrades out. Because I am getting too many items. I didn't mean to throw those jelly babies out there. No. This is the stuff normally already thrown out by my system. Okay, now I can eat the jelly babies in peace. You know, I've had jelly babies in real life, and they're pretty good, but, like, they're not, you know, amazing or anything. Just a British candy. And, they're one of the better British sweets I've had, but, like, I'd rather have jelly beans. Big old tub of jelly beans, just I don't even, like, pick out specific flavors. I'm gross, and I just, like, reach in and grab a handful of jelly beans and let all the flavors mix. Because I'm nasty like that. I find it enjoyable. People look at me like I'm insane. Okay, I needed it for the reforge. Okay, let me grab this. Let's see if there are any different ones that might be better. Slowness and Wither. Magic damage, crit chance, luck, draw speed, shred. That's not any better. I gain speed 2, I inflict grievous wounds, magic damage, arrow velocity, crit damage, speed, armor shred. Crit chance, luck, draw speed, armor shred, poison, slowness, looting. I do want the looting. So we are going to downgrade it down to this level instead. And then, are my arrows still glowing? Yes, they are. Fantastic. My draw speed is even faster. And my velocity is insane. That is amazing. Okay, but that gives it 2 more sockets. So, let's dump all this up here and do HDP in that so that I don't fill up my inventory completely. But I want to take out all of the armor. Because that is what's clogging up my system, is the armor and the gems. I'm getting a bunch of lower tier gems. Let's jump back up to Pinnacle. And we will throw out everything that I don't need. Which is pretty much everything. But I'm getting a lot more armor because I was in a lower mode. And the lower mode has a higher chance of getting, like, the common and uncommon gear, which I already removed from my exporter. Because I wasn't getting them in the higher tiers. So that's all the armor and weapons out of there. Except it just added another couple. Okay. Now we can look at gems and see what other gems I want to put in my bow. I can't remember if the bow counts as a light weapon or whether it's just bow. Like, this would be 30 protection shred, but I lose a bunch of draw speed. This would be arrow damage. That might be nice, but I would prefer if I had it in the perfect. Flawless. Flawed. Okay. These ones that aren't the perfect gems, I am going to destroy. This one I might use. That 30% arrow damage is quite useful. Flawed, flawed, flawed. Regular. Perfect. If it is a light weapon, that extra damage of cold might be useful. Draw speed. I don't think I need any more draw speed, but if I can't put anything else in it, I can remove my 50% draw speed and add in that 60% draw speed. Experience gained. I don't care about that. Arrow velocity. I don't care. How did I get emeralds in here? That's confusing. Armor pierce. It's not that helpful. Experience gained, I already looked at. 4 fire damage I don't need. I have fire on my weapon already. Knockback I don't need. And these aren't perfect anyway. Okay. Let us destroy these gems. So we'll pop over here and just throw these in here and turn them into gem dust. And then we'll do the Sigil of Withdrawal. And then we'll see if it's a light weapon. It is not. It's specifically a ranged weapon. I can't put this in because I already have one, but this will give me a boost to arrow damage. Let me see if I have any of those gems perfect in here. I do. 55% to arrow damage. I can't use that gem. So 55% arrow damage. I could do the arrow velocity. I don't need it, but it might be nice. 10 to attack damage. I already have that. Weapons, crit chance. We'll do crit chance so that my damage just goes up. But 55% boost to damage, 50% boost to crit chance, and then I'm going to remove the gem that's already in it. Because this is only a 50% boost to draw speed, this is a 60% boost. 55% arrow damage, 50% crit chance. And then we will destroy these other two gems. Alright, my bow is probably as good as it's gonna get. Yeah. We'll go ahead and grab these and throw them in my system where I'm keeping the other ones. 30% lifesteal, is that what I have? I have 25% lifesteal. 30% would be better. Plus some attack damage. I think I'm just gonna go through some gems and try and replace stuff. I already have it all on my armor. I do still need one for my legs. I might boost speed again. Although that might make me way too fast. I'm already having trouble as it is. So let me get another sigil. Applies Touch of Malice. I don't know what Touch of Malice does. So let me look at that. Mysterious Sigil, no one knows how to craft it. Rumors circulate about being dropped by invaders. What it does is another mystery, though some players found that they lost an affix from gear they used it on, making a different affix stronger. Okay. Let me just do this real fast. Throw all this in here. Okay, I want to take it out of that. This doesn't do anything for me. So that'll go in there. That'll go in there. Would anything be better than that +7 attack damage I have in there? I can't add a second +10, unfortunately. It doesn't let me. I could add another crit chance. Ignores 40% durability. No, I don't need that. 50% attack speed. I don't need that. It's just as fast as I click. I could do 8 cold damage instead. Boost my damage. I think that crit chance. Because crits are 1.5% damage, I think. Is my crit damage boosted? Yeah, I have plus 30% crit damage. So, taking off 7 damage, but making it 50% more likely to crit. Yeah, that might be better than the 8 cold damage. But I definitely want the lifesteal. If I get a second one of these, I could put it in my leggings to do better armor. Do I have anything that would be... That's 12 max health. I already have that in there. Physical damage is reduced by 27%. Plus 5 luck. Knockback resistance, I'm immune. Less gravity. I don't want that. I already have the dodge chance. Okay. let us resocket my sword. So I want the perfect ballast gem for that plus 10 attack damage. To go from 51 to 61, because it's not calculated. I want the Gem of the Samurai for that 50% crit chance, and then I want the perfect Guardian Gem for that 30% lifesteal. And then we'll throw this back in here, and we will destroy these two. Now, in that time, has a gem for my leggings spawned in over here. Scroll down to the bottom. Doesn't look like it. Plus 6 max health. I wonder if it would let me add that. It'd be like 12, 8, 6. I don't think so, so I'm just gonna leave it. Keep forgetting to click go on that. Take the HDPE out and throw it in my system. We'll sleep. $217. Just like 80 more to go. 74. That's okay. Let's go see how I fare against the Chaos Dragon. We're gonna make sure I have a set home right here. And we will go see if I have the ability to deal with these crystals. I don't currently, but if he shoots at me, we'll see if I can take him on. No, that's not what I need. He also did, like, most of my health and damage. Oh, yeah, I forgot he does this. Does this whole gravity thing. It's quite annoying. Oh yeah, no, I cannot beat him as I am, unfortunately. I think it said that a Draconic weapon, or the Draconic pickaxe, could break those crystals, so I might have to come back. For a second, I thought that snapping was me taking radiation damage again. I was like, what happened? I was gone for 2 minutes. Let's look at Draconic Evolution again and see what it says. So, Draconic weapon. Okay, so I just need to figure out what Draconic weapon can destroy the Chaos Guardian crystals, because I need to make that. Like, as soon as possible. Okay. That's all of this. Now I just need to replace the one last one. Should have done that earlier. Craft that. Okay. Let me quickly look up what weapon is required. What? Draconic evolution. Weapons. Can break. Chaos. Orb. Okay. Ba-da-ba-da. Looks like I need chaos level tools to break those crystals. So I just need to level myself up to the point that I can't be killed outright by him and wait for him to shoot me with a laser. And then I can break the crystals that keep him immune. I might have to look up a tutorial. I'm not too good at that mod. So I need more steel. So let me do that. Ba-ba-da-ba-da. Okay. Throw all that in there and just make a bunch more steel. I am still making obsidian even though I don't need to. It's the same with the dragon eggs and the breath. Dragon's breath. Like, there's no reason not to be making it. And since I already had the setup, I might as well just be making it. But Sword fell for GG. How many potatoes did I just go through? Like 30 of them. That's how much health the dragon took from me. Is I had to go through 30 baked potatoes. Oh, did we finally run out of... It can't take out any more hydrogen. So it's bottlenecked the whole thing. Because this needs... Oh, wait, it needs... Oh god, what does it need in that slot? Does it need water? Did I forget to put the water in it? I did! This entire time. Well, I don't have any more ports for it. It'll have to go underneath. Alrighty. Give me mechanical pipes. That's not gonna be enough. Give me my configurator. Okay. Okay, there we go. Now it's going back up. I was like, how much HGP do I have? I'm only at 44. I got like 200 in like 6 minutes before. how much Draconic dust do I have? 21. Yeah, so I'm like, what, a quarter of the way there, roughly? My wither is still trapped, even though I really don't need it anymore. This is waiting on antimatter. I guess I could start building the 16M mega storage component, because that just takes ender dust and a bunch of these storage components. So I will go through and figure that out between streams, how many I need, and then next stream we can start building that. I can build the Ender Star, if I haven't already. Yeah, I haven't built the Ender Star. For the Dragon Soul, I need an Ender Star. I need Dragon's Breath, and I still need an egg, so 1 Dragon's Breath and 1 egg. That and that. Boom. Boom. Ender Star. Now I just need 2 Chaos things and that inactive Dragon Egg. And then this just needs the Draconic Reactor Core. And then we're done. We can make the ATM star. We'll do one more rest cycle. Let me take a look at these. 227. Just this 64 left to go, and we are done with the polonium pellets. And then I will need to switch over to doing plutonium pellets. Without breaking anything, I will just disconnect it and feed a whole new one in there. I do need 72 plutonium pellets. And that is still fluorite dust, so I will need more fluorite, which I actually keep in here. It's not like I keep it in here, it's just this is where it's used. So we will do... I think it's more than enough. Yeah, 74 is good. We will dustify these. Boom, boom. That is all that we will need for the plutonium. We'll throw that in here. I guess I can make the supercharged coil real quick. Just so that I can have a part of it done by the time I need it. Woo, the supercharged coil. I'm so ahead. But yeah, every piece of SPS casing needs 4 polonium and 4 HDPE sheets and 1 plutonium. And I need at least 72 SPS casings. I can make the structural glass, though. I need just a bunch of structural glass. We're gonna make, like, 6 stacks of structural glass, and that's gonna be too much. But I also use the structural glass for a bunch of other crafts, so it's not like it's gonna go to waste. Okay. I think that's where I'm gonna call it. Thank you guys so much for watching today. That's the end of the video. If you want to check me out, you can like, comment, and subscribe. You can follow me on my Twitch to get updated when I stream next. Goodbye.